I didn't expect to come to this Mead Hall and hear this type of jam on a Friday.
Anal in the dishes. Wheeler Walker Jr.
I know that guy. I just knew him for the,
It's a different start to the show.
What was that other song he did? I can't fucking remember it.
What, from Wheeler?
Yeah, that one that we saw the video for.
All the pussy you will slay?
No, the one he did in front of all the people, and the guy was playing guitar with me. He's like, what the fuck is this guy saying?
Oh, from that, but it's from like one of the shows
Comedy
on Comedy
Central thing, yeah.
Yeah, something sucking dick and something, I don't know.
Yeah, sucking dick and kicking ass.
Yeah. Eating pussy and kicking ass, but it takes a weird turn toward the end. That's right, yeah.
I mean, eating pussy, sucking dick, and kicking ass, it covers everything. I don't see what the big deal is.
The dude is, he's making a mockery yet a statement about country fucking music is what he's doing.
Yes, and
because he's a comedian.
Yeah,
he's
this guy's not a country musician star. He's a comedian. He can play guitar and sound pretty good.
And selling out fucking shows, like big arena shows.
People like to have a little music with their comedy these days.
Yeah, well, you got to give him that because, frankly, the guy plays it off like he's this weird Hank Williams Jr. kind of type, but yet every song is just so goddamn rank,
Yeah, there ain't nothing in his music I could like play for my children on a Sunday morning to get ready for church.
You'd probably get a ticket if you drove past the library too slow cranking that shit, I mean,
right, and then you would never be able to drive by a library or a school ever again.
Yeah, it's the rare artist that like can actually probably put you on a weird sexual offender list.
That's yeah, and that's something that you listen to in the comfort and privacy of your own home.
Well, or in a stadium crowd, one or the other,
Well, with a group of like-minded people, absolutely.
But it is funny because the dude has a fake country musician, because the guy's name is Ben Hoffman.
Oh, we're going down now.
Yeah, probably.
We'll
now we're going to get flagged because I think there might be something weird going on. I think the guy is converting himself into Wheeler Walker Jr. and Ben Hoffman's slowly disappearing.
Well, clearly that means people like Wheeler Walker way more than they like Ben Hoffman.
Maybe.
I haven't seen any of Ben Hoffman's work.
But you've fucking seen Wheeler Walker Jr.
Plenty of it. That dude was on Joe Rogan. All because Joe Rogan saw that eating pussy and kicking ass video, and he's like, I got to get this guy on the show.
Yeah, it's some rank fucking country music. I mean, but what a lot of your weird purists like is because of the fact it's a callback to like weird David Allan Coe prison music shit,
People love that shit.
Yeah, the more fucking crazy, weird shit. I don't know if they embrace racism shit nowadays because David Allan Coe had plenty of that.
Larts.
But no, the weird brand of off-kilter shit out of normal society, people get behind that.
It's, I don't know, man. To each their own. Whatever melts your fucking butter, but...
I guess. You're not going to catch me driving along like fucking cranking Wheeler Walker Jr.
Yeah, that'd be like jamming ICP in your vehicle.
You can't do it.
You can't do it. Can't do it. Even if you're a fan of that, that's great, but you better be listening to that shit like in the bathroom with your headphones on.
God. Yeah, because otherwise you're going to piss somebody off.
Yeah. Or that just, if I can be like, oh, I don't want anyone knowing I listen to this shit.
Which
I'll blast Def Leppard out of my vehicle all day.
Reasonably sure we're probably going to piss some people off this week anyway.
I already pissed off ICP fans.
I don't have a lot of rage. Yeah, you don't want to go pissing off the juggalos. Those motherfuckers will like go after your family, which might be a good thing for you. But
shots fired.
Yeah, man, it's been a weird week. I burned all the rage out. LJ, our friend of the show here.
Yeah,
I keep saying, bring back the rage. The rage is easy when I get it pent up all week long, and then we hit a Friday, and it's time for me to kind of nut it all over everybody.
Yeah, maybe we need to start doing the podcast on Thursdays when we're really good and pissed off.
Well, see, but I burned it out of my soul on Wednesday.
Yeah.
For those of you not weather aware that live in the South Plains, Wednesday was what I think the National Weather Service dubbed it a motherfucker. Maybe not their words, mine probably. Just synopsis,
I heard more people call it that than probably what it actually was called.
79-mile-an-hour winds, which by the way,
we had here.
We had here like 72 to 75, depending on where the station was
That's
at.
still about like 5 mile an hour faster than that fucking Goliath.
Yeah, and on top of that, people in the coastal areas, they fucking bitch and moan when they get 75 because that's a hurricane. Yeah, I get it. We don't live next to a body of water. So what do you call it when we get it? Oh, a windy day? Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, just windy. But don't and we don't get said shit in the papers or nothing. Like, no, that's just a normal fucking day.
Yeah, and insurance adjusters are going to be busy as shit because everybody's places all got fucked up except for yours.
Yeah, I got real lucky out of that score. When Goliath came, we lost a birdhouse. That was it.
Yeah.
We've gotten, and it's not like I live in a really sound home. It's like a 40-year-old mobile home as well. So,
but again, like this one, I would have got fucked up if this house was turned 90 degrees, because everybody in this area lives in fucking mobile homes anyway. But mine faces north. The skinny side of the house faces north. The skinny side of your house faces north.
North.
And you've also got like a weird berm almost that kind of comforts you from the north.
Yeah, we have a little bit of a windshield.
Little bit. It's nothing great, but I got nothing but prairie right around me.
Right.
So it's fine. It fucked up a lot of my stuff. Fucked up my roof. Fucked up my skirting along the west side. I've got to take care of all this shit this weekend. But yeah, it's fine. It'll all come together. It'll all work out in the wash, as they would say in Indiana.
Comes out in the. They say wash up there. That's what my grandfather said.
My mother did.
I need to wash my hands, and I retched down.
Well, she didn't say anything weird like that, but
okay. Well, that might be that weird Fritch, Texas odd appellation thing they had going.
I don't know.
Mountain talk for the Texas folk.
I guess.
I retched.
Braille for those that can speak.
Audio braille. Damn right. Oh God.
But long story short, so I was really pissed on Wednesday. I was fucking going to Chris Cornell myself.
Keith Flint yourself.
Driving fucking rain, and I'm outside trying to get some shit, just any sense of normalcy, and 70 mile an hour wind.
Yeah,
and
not to mention the day before we had the fucking potential for some really
tornadoes,
shitty weather.
Tornadoes and shit. I mean, it's like we're Mother Nature is fucking bringing the hammer this fucking spring or late winter.
I hope it's not a goddamn statement for things to come.
Man,
but like you were telling me the other night, that was a weather event.
Yeah,
that's not like a precursor or anything like that. That is like a once every 100-year type of thing.
I think so. But, man, I was out in it. I was in it trying to fuck – because I have – by living in a mobile home, so I have like a little frame that holds in like the former vinyl I used to have in most of this. 70% of my shit, I've changed it out. But there's a 30% that remains. And it was like a goddamn bullwhip up against the side of the house. And that was causing damage on its own. Like fucking Indiana Jones with a fucking 30-foot fucking bullwhip.
Oh, shit.
Lashing the side of the house. Destroyed a bunch of shit, whatever. It's fine. I will fix it. I will be back better than ever. But the fact of the matter is,
optimism on the podcast.
Wednesday was a bitch,
Yeah. And, that it did suck. Tuesday and Wednesday sucked for me.
Yeah.
Because I have to deal with a fucking octogenarian that any type of gnarly weather fucking thinks she's going to die.
Right. Which you would think that would be diminished the older you get, right?
You think, you just wouldn't give a shit.
I mean, Wednesday, I was like, maybe a sweet release will come, and I'm only in my 40s.
Yeah. Well, thankfully for me, I slept through that entire day.
I don't know.
I don't know how I pulled it off.
I just projected.
Well, I know exactly how I pulled it off.
I just projected all my anger on servers and Silica and the dogs, so it's all good.
Awesome. See, you have the constructive outlets for rage.
Yeah, and then like come Friday, and I don't have any rage in my soul. So
I don't. I have this.
Yeah. Well,
I have this microphone in front of my face.
Well, that is true. Let's not get too fucking carried away. Things going on in the world. I don't know. I don't really give a shit about the political stuff.
Me neither.
I don't fucking care what the president's doing or not doing. And
matters newt.
The one thing I think is kind of worthy of discussion or consideration anyway. There's this weird thing that's kind of spawned out of the Me Too movement. Now, and I'm not trying to trigger my brother Daryl, who's all on board with that, but I think you can get carried away a little. And I think we're seeing that kind of. I think we're seeing a lot of things that women are specifically finding a problem within society. We're not being heard. I'm not trying to be an anti-suffragist. I'm not trying to say take away the right to vote, but it might be a start. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is, because everything gets pointed back, there's this weird shit that's going on Twitter, and you can kind of ride the waves and surf them just a little bit to kind of figure out what's going on. And a lot of it is because people's like, well, it's obviously the problem is because of the white man. Yeah, there we go. And that's been the ongoing thing for a very long time.
I've always felt it's my fault. Not the white man, just my fault.
Although I will say this, is that I find it's really funky that women are able to operate, they're able to gain every benefit from white privilege but yet trying to claim that they're the victims.
Yeah, well, man.
Well, we see it going on with like a weird thing that they have going on with the college admissions nonsense that's happening right now. This Laura Loughlin or whatever her name is.
And, the gal from Full House.
Yeah, I mean, and a variety of people that are involved with throwing heavy amounts of money at collegiate institutions to accept their fucking dumb children. Well, tell me I'm wrong. I mean,
no, that's
fine.
Exactly what it is.
But then people come out and Hollywood protects their own.
Sure.
And,
unless you're outed by 90% of the realm, that's why Weinstein's fucking doing it on his own.
Hey, if that dude gets off without even nary a slap on the wrist, fucking Hollywood will accept him again. Women won't, but.
Yeah. Well, Polanski still gets to work.
Fucking that dude won an award, but he couldn't show up in this country because he's a wanted fucking man. Like, well, he fucked that teenager. But he's a great director, though. So.
Did you see that fucking movie, though?
God, I mean, that's the...
It's a weird double standard, absolutely.
You have normal society, and you have Hollywood. And Hollywood's and it likes to blame the rest of society. They likes to blame what they call the flyover states. Basically, if you don't live in New York City or L.A., you're a flyover state. That's the premise that Hollywood
so basically, between California and New York, it's all ocean water.
Nothing but just a bunch of fucks that voted for Donald Trump. That's what they say. And it bothers me a little bit because they try to play off that there's some fucking weird ivory tower assholes that they know what's best for America and they have it all in their own vested interest, and they put it into a weird politispeak, even though they're fucking actors, and I don't give two shits.
Yeah, man. George Clooney did it.
Yeah.
Pitt's done it. Fucking Cruz does it all the time, but that's more based out of religion.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's trying to save our souls.
Yeah, quote unquote religion, yeah, right. But that's
come on, we're all lizards from space, motherfucker.
But that's the thing, and then they sit around. Then when the Weinstein thing when that story busts open, suddenly Hollywood goes, "See, this is what's wrong with America." Don't fuck yourself. That's what's wrong with fucking Hollywood. I think America's okay. We have our faults, but god damn it, don't try to go ahead and lump it on us whenever it's anything negative, and if it's anything positive, you suddenly pat yourselves on the back at a goddamn award show.
Well, that's why OJ got away with killing his wife. Not because he was a former football star, because he was in fucking Naked Gun.
Yeah, if it was a football thing, if that was all he'd ever done, we'd have never fucking probably heard of it. It'd have been a page 2 story.
Yeah.
But
him making the transition to Hollywood from football saved his ass.
Hollywood protects its own.
That's not a bad call. That's a tough, but it's just like the Vatican, They protect their own as well. until recently, because they've you only have so many shit tickets to burn.
Yeah.
And they ran out of shit tickets.
Ugh. The fucking Catholic Church thing is just really... It's astonishing, because I thought that shit was done like 20 years ago. I thought, oh, okay, well, we found out who all the...
I'm glad they got it out of their system.
I'm glad all the people who were doing bad things to children in the church, like finally that's been dealt with and we're able to move on. No. 20 years later, it's like, oh, well, we're just now finally starting to plumb the depths of the issue.
This is why I don't watch the news.
Yeah.
I try to keep as ignorant to those topics as possible. The most I hear about it is probably our chats here and the hour I have to have Good Morning America on at work.
Yeah. Well,
that's enough.
You
That
get all
first
kinds of. You get the real news with
The
Good
first,
Morning America.
yeah, because the first hour is all the bad shit.
Yeah.
You know, you don't after 7 o'clock. That's when One Direction comes out and starts performing, and everyone's happy, and everyone's in the window with their little signs and shit. Fuck no, man. 6 a.m. hits. Well, people have been shot and murdered today, and I'm fucking just over there cleaning a waffle iron, like, yay!
Yeah.
Oh, this is what I need to hear. Oh god damn.
Leaving Neverland. Is that the name of the documentary? Have you checked that out?
I have not.
It turns out Michael Jackson was diddling kids.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Which I thought we had already established like a long time ago.
I didn't think that there needed to be any more solid proof.
You wouldn't think so, but suddenly, then they got to get like all these victim things, and the dude probably did it. Like, oh, fuck, what am I saying? The dude did it, but he's not alive to fucking defend himself now.
But yeah, that's why, and clearly that fucking Leaving Neverland is making some serious cheddar.
A lot of money. I'm just scared of what motherfuckers going to say when I'm gone, because it's like I haven't been diddling nothing. I haven't been doing.
Give a fuck because I'll be dead.
Well, that's the right attitude to have, I suppose. But these goddamn assholes are standing around like, I'm waiting for this motherfucker to die so I can do a tell-all documentary on him, and he can't say a goddamn thing.
That's why I only make friends with people I know I'll outlive.
Well, that's very telling, I think. Fuck. All right, it's the Mead, Metal, and MMA podcast.
Is it really?
Yours truly, Kevin and Brandon, doing our shits. Bullet Rye on the
been a while. Been a while.
Bullet Rye and Mickey's. Now you might say, what the fuck? Yeah, you heard me right. We drink cheap beer and expensive whiskey.
Yeah, it's the way it has to be, really. I mean, I love a good beer. A good beer is great. But you can't beat a really good liquor. And you can drink shitty beer and be fine with it. After that first one, you're acclimated. You're good to go.
Yeah.
And not saying Budweiser is a shitty beer.
Oh, but certainly. It's a cheap beer. Let's not fucking bullshit ourselves.
Yeah.
So, it's a cheap domestic.
It's
not Keystone, but
fucking hey, it's not Keystone or Natty or Schlitz. I know Schlitz would be good, just like drinking Mickey's here today. But it's always.
Do you think if they went in together and made a Natty Schlitz, that sounds like
that would be like the Four Loko of cheap beer.
No, but it sounds really fucking perverted, doesn't it? Natty Schlitz.
Ugh.
I want to get up in that Natty Schlitz you got there. So.
That name has bad connotation written all over it.
That tells you you're not getting a thing done on Saturday. That's what that says.
That's what I like. I hate Saturdays, 1, to be productive, or 2, to be fruitful.
Shit. All right. Well, let's get to it. How the fuck's your week?
Wow, my brain kind of stopped for a second. Did you see that?
I thought this dude is throwing some fucking crazy stuff because silence speaks volumes. And pauses set up chapters. So
yeah. God, that like a weird, those vibrations you'll get. Your eye will twitch.
Oh, you had a stroke. Oh, okay.
Is that what that was? I didn't smell almonds or nothing.
Right? Yeah.
Or is that just for horrible
wounds? I think
it's
bat shit, right?
Guano. Oh, okay. All right. There's a big change happening at my salt mine.
Well, winter is coming, right?
I think winter's here. I know it's March, but winter is coming.
Yeah.
And it's slowly starting to show up on the windows. We'd lost somebody who had been there. The only person who had been there longer than her was me. So she got there about 8 to 10 months after I started.
It's a hot chick, right?
Yeah. And I think this was her first job ever. And she stuck around with it, and basically her and I were there, and everybody else, that was a revolving door. And then we got to a point where this revolving door, like someone jammed a fucking rock in it, and then we were stuck with what we had. You know what I mean?
Right.
So now she's gone, which means about a solid half of that fucking constant workforce is gone. Not only that, she did her job. That is
for you,
the
that's
ultimate
really
compliment that you will get from me, a man who was raised by a grandfather who worked out in the sun the entirety of his life, and I was out there with him for about 12 years of my life doing that shit. If you're doing your job, you have my respect.
Absolutely.
If you're a decent person, you have my admiration. So the fact that she came in and did her job, and it was always done, and when it wasn't done, I knew it was because she was busy. So I had no problem picking up the slack there, because we get busy.
Right.
Sometimes if we're fucking sold out, I'm always going to have work to do, and that's not a shocker to me. I'm bummed out, but it doesn't fucking surprise me, and I don't assume the people before me didn't do their job. But now
you got a bunch of asshole.
Yeah.
Basically, people just brought up from AAA, basically, right?
And it shows because the boss was on vacation for a week. And, man, if you were inspecting this ship, you would see the faults in the hull immediately. Oh, do we have a murder on the loose?
Well, the dachshund has to assert...
Leave those fucking cats alone!
He has to assert his authority over the feline species. That's his...
They're outside, man.
That's his game. Yeah. Thank you, Silka.
Yeah, indeed. So, yeah, it's... Like, people, we have sausage, gravy, and biscuits at that place now.
Yeah, you were telling me about that, and that's...
Which is cool. I mean, if you like bulk-produced gravy and bulk-produced pre-cooked biscuits.
If I go out of town, if I go to fucking random location, if I go to fucking Phoenix, and I'm staying at a hotel, and hey, we got breakfast in the morning, I'll say, I'm good, because I'm here for fucking local flavor.
I'll go get breakfast somewhere else.
Right. But then again, you deal with blue collar society.
Oh, yeah. The majority of our clientele is workers. So the heartier breakfast we provide, the more they'll stay. And this week we got hit pretty hard. We were sold out Monday night because we had the railroad and another group in that basically sold us out for the night. So
you guys are like the technical motel, right? Like the vocation, the blue collar stay.
Oh, absolutely. That, or if you're looking to get a room cheaper than the Holiday Inn, you want to save $30. Because we're on par, about $30 cheaper than the Holiday
Inn. Man, that's a weird business. I don't know.
But when you have all this shit like sausage, gravy, and that's fucking great. I understand. I want people to say good things about breakfast because more times than not, I'm the one fucking helming the thing.
Yeah, but man, they're adding more and more shit to your stuff. I can recall one time I stayed in a hotel and like continental breakfast was like cool. I went down there the next morning. It was like a fruit bar and like a biscuit. That was kind of it. That was it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it depends. Like if you're staying, we're technically a. But I guess we're either a 1 or a 2-star hotel.
But you're putting up work, folks. So I kind of get it. Those guys don't want to fucking stop and get something.
Yeah, and not only that, I put that fucking breakfast out an hour early because those assholes go out to work at 6. Which, if I was fucking managing that place, I'd be like, "Go fuck yourself. That breakfast ain't coming out till 6 on the button," and then they wouldn't stay, and I wouldn't be a manager because I can't manage a fucking hotel. Yeah. I'm too angry.
Yeah,
I could run a bed and breakfast.
I was going to ask you that.
I
was going to ask you that. How would you be able to run? I don't know. I'm just spitballing some shit here. Would you be able to run like a 4-room fucking bed and breakfast kind of a thing?
Absolutely. Fuck yeah. Because I'm a personable cocksucker. You've never met me.
It's not evident on this show.
You've never, true. But you've never met me in a professional capacity.
Right.
When I'm like doing my job. I'm a fucking likable guy. I mean, you would hear me do my shit and you'd be like, God, this fucking guy needs to turn it the fuck down. But to these ass turkeys, they love it.
I mean, I would legitimately like to get some in a community that's not been fucking polluted in Colorado, like Aspen or
Trinidad.
That's still. I'm thinking like in the mountain, like Idaho Springs or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Which gets you fucking snowed the fuck in. But if we had like a facility to where we could make not vast quantities, but run 100, 200 gallon series, fucking Mead, run them parallel series and things like that on premises with like a 4-room fucking bed and breakfast kind of a thing.
Fuck yeah, dude. You'd be the meat hefe. I could be the hospitality hefe.
Yeah.
because, I mean, that's just kind of our strengths.
Right.
You know?
And then Brett would be our fucking overall general manager, the guy to keep it straight.
Yeah.
Because we're both clearly not really smart when it comes to business shit.
Yeah, and Brett's really handsome.
Yeah.
And we need a good-looking guy at the
right.
helm as well.
You gotta have I have your Templeton Peck out of the 18.
I have my ability to bullshit, the fact that I'm serving you and dealing with you right now is the greatest thing to ever happen to me. I can have that type of mentality. Where Brett has that, like Roger Moore kind of fucking suave. That's right, motherfuckers. I'm quoting Roger Moore, not Sean Connery. I'm hopefully probably pissed off about 80% of the 007 fucking fan base.
Yeah, we already turned off most of the women listening by my comments earlier, but that's okay.
Well, we're only here to make people happy.
So last Saturday at the Mead Hall was a fun day.
Yeah. I was the champ of the world. Oh, yeah, that's right. You weren't awake for all that shit.
No,
because you were awake for it was a goddamn amazing good time.
Some of us have shit to do around here, and fucking frankly, trying to make it a contest.
Don't you lie to me. It was this Sunday. That's true. Your Sundays are pretty task.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll give you that.
Then. No. I gotta appease people for like most of my week. So Sundays are like my day. But no. So a dude born and raised here, much like yourself, but
yeah, which
actually has gone on and made something himself.
That's fact. Hey, I can't argue with that.
No, but
I'm on the goddamn Wikipedia. Does he have a Wikipedia page?
Maybe. We need to add him. We need to add him the way you added yourself to that shit. Yeah.
Well, goddamn it, I'm a star. Yeah, if you go to Wikipedia page and for Portalis, my name's on it.
I altered it. Porn star is what it is.
Did you throw it in there too? Good. I hope you didn't change anything, but just add it.
No, it's fine.
Oh, it's still just Wizard and Mead Hall owner.
Local. Well, dude was local once upon a time. Moved off to Dallas, Fort Worth. Seth Savage, and dude has been, man. You talk about school of hard knocks. He's kind of gone that route.
Yeah.
He when he got out of Portalis, goes to Lubbock, goes to Texas Tech, works on shit. You know what I mean? And I'm really, really, really streamlining the whole story. But the guy does everything that he can to be a fucking a musician of note.
Right, he doesn't want to be a star. He wants to fucking be.
Well, the guy's a hell of a
goddamn bard.
He's a hell of a songwriter. I mean, the thing is, he weaves tales really, really well.
Right,
and the format is such that. It works really, really well for what he is trying to do, and I would say this is get on YouTube and go and check it out. Seth Savage is the guy's name.
Yeah, that was a really rare night at the Mead Hall.
Man, I don't know that I played mandolin that long.
You played several instruments that night.
Yeah,
played the bass. You rocked the guitar.
Yeah.
Let Seth rock the old fucking Les Paul on the setup out there. Doggies. He found that Hall of Fame pedal, and he, just like everybody else that finds it the first time, they're like, oh, wow. Right. It doesn't matter if you're an amateur or a fucking pro.
Right.
If you've never heard that Hall of Fame reverb pedal and you play it for the first time on that fucking Ocean setting, it just kind of blows your mind for like 5 solid seconds.
Well, it had him on the Shimmer is actually what's on there, and that one's actually an onboard. The onboard.
Yeah, it was a preset, right?
There. Yep. It wasn't one of these that we've downloaded onto the thing because that's where we're at now.
Yeah, we should have. That's what we should have done is done the Tone Print app thing. Be like, oh yeah, check this out, dude. Yeah. And then, that's ridiculous. Man. It is ridiculous. But yeah, overall, man, that it was so cool because like he started playing some songs off of that album that he had here, and I thought it was really cool that it was just you, me, and Ruben. And Ruben's really into it, man. That fucking dude felt like it was a personal concert just for him, and he was loving that shit.
Yeah, well, I've
never seen that guy dig on country music so much in my life. But I always feel like when you hear live music, it's completely different. It doesn't matter what genre it is. It affects you differently.
And that's the thing. I think I wouldn't even classify fucking Seth as country necessarily. I guess out of utility.
Well, yeah. Just if you look at the gentleman and you hear something, it has that twang to it. But we're not, in a time when there's so many classifications for music anymore.
Well, and the fact is, and it's weird. I was calling him my friend-in-law for a while because
friend-in-law.
Yeah, because we have a lot of like some of the people that are really really big influencers in my life were the same for him. You know, Brandon Adams primarily. Right. That's the pivotal point, really. But Brandon's a pivotal point for fucking everybody.
Right.
Out of that Lubbock music scene and stuff like that. But man, it was really. It was a genuine good time on Saturday.
Damn right, man. It was a rare event, and it was like coupled with a fight card that really took the wind out of my sails. Not based off it being boring, but just based off of the results we got that night.
Yeah, they weren't what we wanted, but then again, it wasn't exactly like people that we fucking really want. I mean, it wasn't Cerrone on the card. It wasn't John Jones on the card.
But I wanted Derek Lewis fucking win.
Yeah,
and I thought in my head that was a foregone conclusion, but goddamn, but apparently that dude had a blown MCL, ACL in his leg.
Derek Lewis isn't going to fight again, man.
You don't think so?
The dude was already fucked up. He already like 2 fights ago said, "Man, I'm wrecked. I'm done."
Yeah.
And the UFC's like, "Here's some money." I'm like,
"Here's some money,"
right.
but he still had to win fights. Got a title shot, but that title shot, I think, is going to be what ends up making him want to shut it down.
I think he's done. I don't think we'll see him fight again. I don't think we'll see Conor McGregor fight again.
I'll tell you what, though, it was a goddamn honor and a pleasure to see him fight live.
Oh, Derek Lewis? Yeah, absolutely.
If that dude
get a big win in Austin, last year. Yeah,
one of those fucking typical Derek Lewis third round finishes.
Right.
In a division you don't get third round finishes in.
Right.
It's either first round or it's probably going to go for 15 minutes.
Yeah, and a lot of hugging and hanging on each other and shit like that, as heavyweights tend to do in that sport. But yeah, no, that was great.
We'll see what happens.
I don't think we'll see Conor McGregor fight again. I don't think. Got arrested in South Beach down in Miami, smashing a fan's phone
and then taking it.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's actually the bigger charge.
Why the fuck did he do that?
The other shit's just misdemeanor.
Criminal fucking mischief, right?
Yeah, but
I don't know, dude. Like I'm already. That shit's already done.
I legit don't think we'll see him fight again.
6 months after the Mayweather fight, I checked out.
Yeah,
because that was a new year, a new era, and I said if he doesn't fight in the UFC by this time, I'm done. And he didn't do it. And when he eventually did, he shit the bed epically.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, God, this guy's on probation in New York, right? For the goddamn bus event?
Yeah, he had wrapped up I think he finished off the last things that were required.
I know he had like community service, but there's still got to be probation.
I think there's a probation period, right? But I don't know. But
overall, man, I mean, fucking Conor McGregor's quickly becoming like John Jones style damaged goods. Only John Jones wants to fight.
John Jones most of his stuff is usually self-inflicted. Conor McGregor's stuff is not.
Yeah. God, he's just dumb. Money made him stupid.
As it does everybody. Look at John. I mean, everybody.
I don't know. I think it was more fame that made John Jones stupid than the money. Money just made it easier for him to make stupid decisions.
Yeah, buy a lot of dick pills and cocaine.
Yeah, but goddamn, I mean, you figure he could actually get that shit instead of from truck stops. Goddamn, did I just say instead of from?
Instead of from.
I've had some beer to drink.
That's all right.
Can I have another beer?
Mickey's Fine Malt Liquor, according to the label, is what we have. And we'll go ahead and push forward with the podcast on this because of the fact it is the Mead Metal and MMA podcast.
Yeah, my apologies for being all over the map.
I don't know. Do you want to wrap it up?
No, fuck no, man. I have hate in my heart, and I got to let it out.
Okay, good. Let it out. Let it all out then.
I have some hate.
Okay.
For Aaron Lewis of Stained.
Oh, what the hell is going on with fucking the
thank you so very
metal / country singer himself?
Well, we're talking about the countryside, main focus on the cunt part.
Okay.
This guy's been touring on his shit, and he apparently, if he has a crowd in front of him that is too raucous, too loud, or maybe chatting too much, he'll stop the show and be like, "Hey, would you shut the fuck up for a little bit, please? I'm trying to play you a song from my heart." Which, that does make you look like a little bit of a dick. It's, and it happened once a month ago, and it just happened recently when he was doing a big closer track that was like his way to be really depressing and all this other shit. And people are just talking, and he walks off stage, doesn't even finish it, tells them to fuck off, and he's done. This is a guy who was in a band that oh my God, I listened to when I was fucking 16 years old. Jeez. To see this turnaround, especially in his country career,
right,
is fucking pathetic. Because Stained is depressing music.
Well, he's tried to carry that over into something else, and I get it. I don't know enough about the guy to know. It's like, is he legitimately trying to make a run at this? Because we saw him actually do like the intro for like fucking Chad Mendez, right?
Yeah,
when he's fighting Conor McGregor.
Because he wrote like one of those America These Colors Don't Run style songs,
right? But I don't know enough about the dude. What is his fucking preoccupation? Oh, let me get in on some of that.
A little bit of that swish.
Right over the board, just as we like. There we go.
Oh, we're goddamn perfectionists here as well. See that shit?
When we go to doing live cameras on this goddamn podcast, people will appreciate Brandon's skills right there.
Well, I mean, well, yeah, shit. Well, it's 7 o'clock. Those skills now it's a -5 to my roll.
But I don't know what to think of Aaron Lewis.
He's a cunt.
Is it because the fact is that
he's one of those profound artists that's so goddamn deep and feeling. He has the feels, and he knows how all the other depressed teenagers feel, and he writes songs about them. And if you don't shut the fuck up and let him play it live, that motherfucker will go home.
God, he reminds me of this motherfucker by the name of Creed Fisher. But
I don't know who that is.
He's a cunt.
Fair enough.
So what bothers you more? Does that guy? I don't know. I'm not sure how to address this.
Beer me.
Does Aaron Lewis?
Sorry. Yeah, beer me. Sorry, I was looking at the Mickey cap.
Is that beer me? Be, ear, and me. Yes.
I did it. Pay me my prize.
All right.
More Mickey.
Aaron Lewis. Who bothers you more right now? Is it Aaron Lewis? Garth Brooks, or who's a fucking pettifogger out there on the fucking metal side right now that shouldn't be? Dude from Agalloch.
Oh God. Well, see, here's the problem with that. Dude from Agalloch doesn't factor into the music anymore for me anyway, and Garth Brooks really doesn't either.
Or I mean, Chris Gaines. I'm sorry. Let's see.
Actually, I fucking love Chris Gaines. I prefer Chris Gaines over Garth Brooks. I'm waiting for that second Chris Gaines album. That will be a Walmart exclusive, like the first one was. Oh no, it would be fucking shitcock.
Well, here's the problem with the Garth Brooks thing, because the dude had this big setup and everything else, and you pointed it out to me. I didn't even fucking really pay attention because I didn't care.
Because I'm such a stickler for that shit, man.
Because the dude had that show at Notre Dame, and every fucking promo video was shot. Dude is not at Notre Dame. Dude was fucking photoshopped over a fucking background.
It was all green screen. I mean, he was at Notre Dame doing a concert, but all that promo build-up stuff, like seeing him with video of the goddamn people running down the tunnel and him fucking screaming at him, that's all green screen.
It's green screen shit.
I mean, I have an eyeball for that shit. Not a lot of people care about that, but it just fucking takes me out of it.
And I don't know, man. I don't get this dude. He fucking retired, right? Because he made more money than he could spend in his own lifetime and his children's lifetime.
But then he did the Vegas residency thing, which I guess he might still be doing.
Because Celine Dion, she and Garth, I think
Britta Spears did it.
Britney Spears, yeah.
And shit, there's a lot of tenured motherfuckers out there.
But then now to go back to, well, on top of that, the assholes, he's operating on a fucking weird principle that nobody else operates on right now, and that is that he wants the highest bidder. You can get his shit on Amazon, can't buy his stuff on iTunes.
No, fuck that.
It's like, who the fuck are you?
Does that make him a dick?
It doesn't work that way now. Make yourself available on a broad variety of platforms, not one, you dumb bastard.
Tool doesn't do it.
Well, fucking Tool's a different thing. Because they're near and dear to my heart.
I'd like to run down the list like I did last week of some music headlines for you.
Yes.
And just get your fucking reaction to them. Apparently, Randy Blythe scared away Westboro Baptist Church.
That's good.
And I think he's the man to do it. But they did it with kazoos.
I think that's probably put you in line for a Nobel Peace Prize.
This was in Virginia, where I don't know if it was Congress or what.
You know what we ought to do?
The election of Danica Roem, state legislature in Virginia, but she was a trans lady. And Westboro was coming to protest, and Randy Blythe and a bunch of his friends brought some kazoos and, fought him off.
Good.
Kazoos. This was a guy that fucking fist fought his own bandmate on a goddamn DVD.
Absolutely. You gotta have your principles. You know?
I fucking saw Lamb of God play in Lubbock back in 2007, back when this guy was drinking and just wanted to kill everybody, including people he loved. And that was good times, my friend.
I'm going to go to Westboro, Kansas, and join their congregation.
See what they're all about.
See what they're all about.
Does the name Chris Fain ring a bell to you at all?
Chris Fain, yes, it does.
The gentleman from Slipknot, not the guy that wears the clown mask that bangs the garbage cans, but the other guy, is suing his own band that he's in right now.
Get a little extra something.
And it's over cash. Because why wouldn't it be?
Probably not Johnny Cash, but
no, actual leafy, greeny, spending money.
The greenbacks.
The fact that you can sue a band that you're still a part of,
and still be there,
and still be in it,
shut up for work the next day.
Because guess what? And this is all like Slipknot's working on a new album right now, and all of a sudden the guy that bangs on garbage cans is like, maybe I'm not getting compensated enough from these other entities that Slipknot's rocking, because he calls out Corey Taylor and Sean Crahan specifically over money disputes. And those are like the top two guys in the band.
Yeah.
So guess what, motherfucker? Your days of banging on trash cans and getting paid probably $1 million for it are done. Idiot. Anyway, if I had to name a gentleman for you from metal that had just recently been sober, that decided to celebrate his sobriety by getting a fucking head and face tattoo, who do you think it'd be?
Jesus Christ.
I'll give you a hint right off the bat if you want. Lubbock Metal.
Somebody, the front man from fucking Volbeat.
You're in the right ballpark.
Okay.
Give you one more. It's about phalanges. That might be. Is that feet?
Phalanges are fingers. But,
okay, yeah, fingers.
Yeah.
It's about phalanges. Having 5 of them.
Right.
Ball them up.
5-finger death punch.
The singer of 5-Finger Death Punch, Ivan Moody, has decided to celebrate 1 year of sobriety by getting 25% of his face fucking tattooed in bright red flames like a goddamn phoenix rising from the ashes.
Thought about doing the same thing myself.
Yeah, well, when I'm 60, I'm getting a head tattoo because I don't give a shit then. I'm not going to get the youth, like my grandfather. I don't know if I ever fucking told this story since we're talking about horrible tattoos. And this is a horrible tattoo, but horrible for all the right reasons. My grandfather, when his health started to fail, it was me because my grandmother couldn't deal with the whole atmosphere. So she was in the waiting room. I was in there with him in the ER. And they were trying to get him ready to get the suit on him and stuff. You know, the little hospital gown.
Yeah.
And they take his shirt off, and they automatically start laughing. And I don't even, you hear that in the ER, you would think well, these disrespectful cunts, these bastards, in our time, they're laughing at my grandfather in his frail form. I didn't think that at all, because my grandfather, right below his belly button, which he has an Audi, by the way, has one word tattooed in that bluish green that you either got on a naval vessel or in prison. Beware.
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 Above the cock and balls, right below the belly button.
Yeah. And every time my grandfather, we'd have to go in for an endoscopy thing, just any type of treatment, the nurse would come in and she would immediately just start laughing. Never were they offended or anything. They just laughed, and he loved it. He fucking loved it because he knew why they were laughing. I was like, what kind? And I asked him when he got that tattoo. You know how old he was when he got that tattoo? 22. Oh.
Well, I didn't figure it was a late in life decision.
It might have been the tattoo that killed him, though, because the hepatitis that he had, it was an autoimmune thing, but it's something that you could only really get if you're sharing someone within similar infected blood. My grandfather wasn't a drug guy at all.
Right.
At all.
Right.
The only time he had a needle on his body is either at the hospital or when he got a lot of these look like homemade tattoos. Wow. So be careful out there, kids.
Yeah.
I don't know how we transition over to that, but that tattoo story is just too good not to share.
No, that's some substantive story, man.
That's right. I actually have another story about my grandfather, but I'll share it next week.
Yeah.
That might be a new thing. I have a lot of good stories about Pops.
Man, that's
that I'd rather talk about than how stupid the people are I work with are.
Yeah, man. That's a dude though that basically he formed your fucking perception of life. So
fuck yeah.
You know. And so I owe him a fucking great debt because god damn it, I don't really get along with people.
Well, wait till you see the tattoo I get below my belly button.
I'm gonna get beware.
I'm gonna get take heed.
maybe I'll go a little more egotistical and go, you're welcome.
You lucky bitch.
Nothing but like fucking diamonds and hearts and fucking like other suits.
Quick rundown. Steve Wilson from Porcupine Tree thinks Greta Van Fleet is a boy band version of Led Zeppelin.
He's right.
I agree. Ex-Lost Prophets frontman Ian Watkins faces charges of illegal cell phone possession in prison because that guy diddled infant children.
Fuck him.
For his words, the lols. He did it for fun. Keith Flint, we talked about him last week.
Right. Prodigy.
He had found out that he had actually hung himself. So that was his method of bailing.
Wow, that...
Which...
I don't want to go dark, but that's apparently the way to go, yeah?
Cornell did it. Bennington did it. If you're a musician, you don't want to go like Kurt Cobain, man. You want to give your family something to say goodbye to.
Oof. Yeah, man. His shotgun fucking dinner is not the
way to go if you're fucking... Because if you hang yourself, you're clearly thinking about your family.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to die, you don't fucking care how it ends up.
Man, I hate these fucking people, though, too, that say, hey, man... No thing is too bad. Talk to a friend. You kind of want that, right? But man, if you find that your kind of rope is, you're there.
Right.
You've found that
either that or you're craving that attention. Like,
well,
but you also probably buy your shit from Hot Topic on
the probably. But man, if you've deemed that your earthly fucking modality is kind of at the end of the chain that it should be, that you've done all that you can do, man, I'm not going to hold it against
Who are we
anybody.
to argue that you're done?
You're an asshole for fucking saying, oh, man, you should just get a hold of it. What, to suck it up for what? For what?
Make you happy for what? Well, yeah, we got a little dark there.
No,
Happy birthday.
It's fucking unpopular. I know it's going to be unpopular.
No, I agree 100%. 100%, son.
100%, son?
We'll get into the suicide chat
we're picking up the Joe Rogan nonsense.
Got it stuck in. Well, I used to say 100%, but now I have to throw son at the end. Dee Snider's birthday, 1955. Bret Michaels' birthday, 1963.
Of the two. Bret Michaels...
I'm picking
Snyder.
Unless it's who should die. I ain't picking D, but other thing here.
No. Who transformed rock and roll in a bigger scale among the two?
It's like a tag team effort. I don't think one band did it. I think all bands did it together.
But among Twisted Sister and Poison.
Poison.
Yeah. I fucking hate to agree. The only thing that would put Twisted Sister in the running is because Dee Snider's fucking thing on Al Gore's bitch wife that she was. Tipper Gore, back in the 80s on this whole thing, like wanted to fucking
fucking them and Frank Zappa when they did the parental guidance thing on the albums.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate Dee Snider for that, but who had the bigger impact on rock and roll? I got to go Poison.
Poison helped kill fucking the that's all that shit was between 85 and 89.
It was the worst fucking era in music, man.
I will say this.
The 80s were terrible. There were some high points, but god damn it, there were low points.
For fucking being in hair metal, Dee Snider has probably aged better, both vocally and look-wise, fucking versus everybody else.
Right.
Dee Snider looks like how he should look. Bret Michaels, fucking what's his face from Motley Crue, Vince Neil.
Yeah,
they've been under the knife multiple times.
Fuck yeah.
You don't see fucking Bret Michaels without a goddamn headband, and there's a legit reason for that.
Yeah.
Mark McGrath's birthday.
Hey, there we go.
And Mark Hoppus, the fucking bass player from Blink-182.
Maybe. I'll take your word for it.
I
was not a Blink guy. I was not a Blink guy.
Will I Am, born 1975. Right. And on
Black
this day in 2000, Mick Jagger was ordered to increase his child support payments to Brazilian model Luciana Moran from $5,500 a month to $10,000 a month. There you go.
Yeah.
The more you know.
Can we wrap up?
We
got good ride.
I'm gonna have to ask both of you to get out of here, and I'm gonna talk to the people by myself for a little bit. That's all right. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, that's like all right, cool.
No, fuck that, man. Let's go get drunk. Let's get down to some picks.
Yeah, MMA fights tomorrow. Fucking UFC London O2 Arena.
I don't even have the card pulled up, man.
Masvidal is fighting Darren Till. What do you got on that?
Masvidal. I don't know. That dude started growing his hair out. He's wearing beanies. He reminds me of myself with a shorter beard. I'm picking Jorge Masvidal by a violent second round finish.
I like it. He's going to be a little more like me. I'm up for that guy.
Yeah. Darren Till, he's a tarred man.
Darren Till looked horrible.
Tyron Woodley exposed every weakness he had. I mean, that was all striking. That's what Till's all about.
Did Till even throw a punch in that fight?
A couple, but none of significance.
Nothing.
I don't think any of them were significant.
Man. All right.
What are you drinking, Mother Looker?
Let's go to the picks. I'm going to go with Osbach. I'm going to be drinking some brandy tonight.
Wow, you fucking bastard. I was going to think of something a little more tailored and cultural to call you, but
I would pull it back and say probably Bullet Rye, because that's what's
I'm like
on
already
offer
3
here.
Shots deep into that bastard.
Yeah, that bottle's like a quarter gone.
I got to be careful. I woke up in Austin without a shirt because of this stuff.
Yeah,
and there were no women involved.
Let's go ahead and make this happen.
Yeah, that sounded really good.
Make this happen.
Yeah, I'm going Bullet and Mickey's. Based off, Mickey's is the only booze that makes my brain grow.
Bullet and Mickey's. Mickey's will make your brain grow. That's where they need to go. We need to become a fucking marketing agency and start selling that shit. Mickey's will make your brain grow.
Bullet Rye and Mickey's like a Boilermaker, and that will fucking improve your brain health. It's fucking been proven. What are you listening to, my friend?
I will say this. Man, it's not in our format, but check out Seth's stuff. Seth Savage. Punch it into fucking YouTube, and it's country. I know, and we're on a fucking metal show. I get it, but the dude's fucking ability to tell a tale is fucking amazing.
Not to mention, he did forget the lyrics to "Man of Constant Sorrow." I had to step in for that, but then I forgot him and had to read him off a phone.
Which is only mildly.
That
weird,
was a lot of goddamn fun though, because it was good to have someone to fucking harmonize with the Delmar part. You know? I'm going to go something really depressing.
Okay.
Actually, no, I take that back. I'm going Rain or Fog, not the album, but the title track.
Do we know anything about Black Antenna?
Nothing's come out yet, but we did watch that Rain or Fog video that came out after we did last week's podcast, and fucking Daryl might be right. don't want to go into his prediction too much unless you've read the comments from last week's, but he might be right.
Yeah.
It's weird.
My fucking brother's a little smart. Too smart.
gonna
Too
get weirder.
smart. Too smart, Bond.
He's got to go down.
You were too smart for your own good, James Bond. Oh, well. All right. Wow. Well, we open with country, and we're going to close with country. Seth Savage. Going to be closed out, I guess.
Right on, man.
Yeah, shots again.
See you next week, Mother Liquor.
Fucking do all the things. Do all the things. See you next week.
Let's go get drunk.